What is going on out there, peeps? Alrighty, let's get back into the Zim Dollar real quick. I think Jules, thanks Jules. She sent me a website that I'll go ahead and cover for you guys, so we can talk about these currencies. You guys keep showing me the different currencies and ask me about them. I was trying to remember. I think it was back in 2019. There was some kind of announcement of a revaluation or something. I remember it, but it wasn't as much as people thought. Anyways, we're going to talk about the real notes and which ones you should be looking at or holding. Before we do, we want to remind you that if you're going to buy gold and silver, to go over to our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free ½ ounce of silver. For those of you looking for my address, just pause right here because there it is. For those of you interested. And you guys know I got this alternative media site. Now, what I did was, because, I wanted to show you guys what was on that video without getting my butt in trouble. So I kind of gave you a little bit of a teaser right here. So you guys can kind of see what video I'm talking about that's on this platform here. So this way then you'll decide whether or not you want to come over and check this out. But if you can, come over and check out this video here and this one here. All right, give it a whirl. This one here is, you'll see what I'm talking about when you get over there. It's something else. But there's a part of it is on this video right here. It's somewhat of a teaser. Go ahead and check it out. I put it on there so you guys can kind of hear part of it to see if you're interested in it at all. By the way, we got Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. So come on over here and join us. The link is down below in the description. It's free to join. Over here we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So come on over. It's free to do so. So we got this little booger right here. In case you didn't know what this is the chart and which currency they are currently using so that you get an idea. So this currency was used from 1994 to 2003 if you have any of these. There is a history on them. It talks about it. Over here, these currencies were used from August 1st, 2006 through July 31st, 2008. Okay. From 2008 through 2009, these currencies were used. So what's after 2009? What's being used? Well, that's a good question, and we're going to find out. Actually, these notes, I believe, are the new ones. So this is the new ones from 2009 to current. But we'll look in the article. So here you go. Jill sent this over to me to share with everybody so that you guys know. So these people are talking about if you're going to go over and visit Zimbabwe, what you should know about the currency. The information below is intended as a guide to help anyone visiting Zimbabwe understand how to navigate the complexity of the Zimbabwe money situation. So the quick history is this. The Zim Dollar, since its inception at independence in 1980, it is in its 5th series. Each new series replacing the last, as hyperinflation renders the currency worthless. Each new series was redenominated by dropping zeros to make it manageable again. So prior to 1980, there was the Rhodesian dollar, which was a party with the pound. So the parity of the pound sterling. So here you go. Here's the series. Here's the timelines. I just showed you guys the pictures. So series 1, and you can tell because there should be on the dollar somewhere where the series is. Maybe not. So here you go. Series 1 was from 1980 to 1994. Series 2 is 94 through 2003. Series 3 was 2006 through 2008. Series 4 was from 2008 through 2009. And then now we have Series 5, which is 2016 to date. So what the hell happened between 2009 and 2016? Series 4, which was introduced in August of 2008, went in value from $1 for 1 trillion, or $1 to $1 trillion in 6 months. Yikes. The daily inflation rate in mid-November 2008 was 98%, with the price doubling every 24.7 hours. Talk about devaluing your dollar. In February of 2009, the government stopped printing these worthless notes. The Zimbabwe currency was scrapped, and the US dollar was introduced as their primary currency in the bid to stabilize the economy. So that's where this gap is right here. Between 2009 and 2016, they were using the US dollar. The old $1 trillion notes have become worthless except for as souvenirs. So if you have these ones here, this website's saying it's worthless. In November 2016, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe started using Zimbabwe bond notes, ZWL, as a local currency. These are still in circulation, but like the previous series of notes, are losing value gradually. So that's these notes here. So what does this mean to you if you're visiting Zimbabwe? Well, let's see. So Zimbabwe currency update as of April 15th. The money situation in Zimbabwe is complicated to say the least. Years of mismanagement in economy necessitated more austere measures to be implemented in 2019 to once again stabilize the economy, which to a certain extent had worked. But if you are a visitor in Zimbabwe, it is vitally important to understand some of the complexities to avoid losing money. Well, yeah, I would imagine. The official currency in Zimbabwe is the ones I just showed you right here, not the big ones with the big notes. Although it is not an internationally recognized currency, the currency is a form of a bond note and the RTGS, real-time gross settlement. However, the economy of the country is pegged in US dollars. So essentially the US dollar is the dominant currency. If you visit to Zimbabwe, you want to think in US dollars. So what about the bond note? These are the physical cash notes. They are not a currency in themselves, but are just banknotes for ease of transactions. However, there are not enough of these in circulation, and the denominations are too small to be useful. These notes have no value outside of Zimbabwe. This is the RTGS is the electronic form of the Zim Dollar. It is transferred from one local bank to another. So that is the physical note version, and this is the digital. So what is the exchange rate between the Zimbabwe dollar and the US dollar? Well, the official rate on the day of writing that article was you got 84 Zimbabwe dollars for every 1 US dollar. As you can see, or as this can change quickly, I advise you to get up to date. So they want to update all the time. Well, hell, let's just be nosy. What is it now? So you can trade 1 US dollar and get 85.42 Zimbabwe notes. That's what that is. Again, we're not talking about the multi-trillion dollar ones. We're talking about these. Okay, so there is also a black market or parallel rate. This is caused by high demand for the US dollars, which is in a low supply. The parallel rate on the day of writing this was you got 115 Zimbabwe dollars instead of 184 for every one. So in other words, to them, they have no problem giving you a higher amount of their dollars, which is, I don't understand why they just don't go to exchange them. But if you do, you go there and you grab a bunch off the black market, then you turn around and sell them for a profit, is what you're doing. There's a disparity between the banknote and the parallel rate because causes huge problems. Well, yeah, that's almost the same thing that was happening in Iraq. So basically what this article is saying is, look, the only place in which the Zim dollar has any value is in Zimbabwe. And that the currencies that I see most of you guys having and asking about are these notes here, they're saying they're no longer any good. So I don't know what to tell you what to do with these notes. These would be more of collector's items. I don't collect Zim dollars myself. That's why you don't hear me talk about them very much, but I know a lot of you do. So I want to bring this to your attention. I don't know what you should do with your Zim dollars. Okay? Now you're going to have people out there that believe in this just like they do the dinar, just like they do in the Vietnam dong. So when they hear this kind of news, they're going to lose their mind and, get crazy and go, no, this is wrong info, it's fake news. So that's fine. So maybe what I suggest you do is just, kind of throw it in the drawer and then pay attention to the news and see if anything changes. Because to be quite honest with you, you can see they're not using these notes at all. As a matter of fact, I told everybody when they were showing me this, I go, no, these are the dollars that they're using. People are going, oh, you talk about the bonds. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Call it what you want, but that's the currency right now being used in country. And this article says that these notes are no longer any good. What I would recommend you do is go to a currency exchange place and ask them if these notes are even any good. Now, the thing about the dinar is they're still good notes. They're being used in country. These are not being used in country is what it looks like. So it's better to be safe than sorry. I don't want people wasting more money on Zim notes. I don't have Zim notes. I don't talk about Zim notes because there's not a whole lot to say about them. And since I don't collect them, I don't talk about them very much. But I know a lot of you do, and I just want to make sure that you're aware of this information just in case. So do a little bit more digging out there and find out about these notes. You might have bought a bunch of Zim notes that aren't worth anything. All right, so just be careful. Now, I know a lot of you are not going to like this news, but here's what I say again. Maybe just take those notes, you throw them in a drawer because you never know. You never know. But I would look into it if I was you so that you're not buying more Zim dollars. Anyways, that's it. Sorry, you guys, about that negative news, but I told you I'd come back because I could have swore they exchanged or something happened in 2019. And all that happened was these notes were created in 2019. I did have a chart in which I shared one time in a video, and I have to look for it. And which just showed you that an exchange happened. They took the notes off of circulation is what they were trying to do. So they offered, they offered a rate change that was not the same. So, I don't know. People are like, where do we go? I was like, I don't know where you go to do the rate change. Because I remember when it happened, I remember everybody talking about it. The thing was, we didn't know where you needed to go to change the old notes. So anyways, here we are. These are the official notes. The other ones are no longer being used. And I'm not sure what to tell you about them. But I would go to an exchange or go to a bank and see what they can do for you. And I would ask about it. Because if they're no longer being used, then those are no longer any good. So that's it for now, man. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so. Because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll make sure to put the link to that article underneath in the description so you can look for yourself. All right? I'll catch you later. I'm out.